what promises to be a crunch encounter, a promise to be an exciting one. My name is Valentine Mabugu, and of course I'm a man who never walks alone, and I've got a Scouser on my left as well as a Manchurian on my right. We'll start with the Scouser, that is the Peggy Nyoni. Peggy, good afternoon. Blistering hot afternoon in Baba, but great anticipation of a great game that we anticipate today. Your thoughts around it? Mwos, we have seen the first few games so far this season, and this being part of the second last two of the matches being played on the weekend.
Good afternoon. Yes, for Mwos, this is their first game in the Premier League. And when they came into the Premier League, at first they never thought they would be playing Premier League. And fortunately, they found themselves in the Premier League. And with that, definitely their preparations haven't been as the best as they could have wanted if this decision was made in December. But after having said that, they have accepted the slot to be in the Premier League, and I'm sure they've been working so hard so that they catch up with others. And today we are looking just at the squad which they have, in which they have Martin Mapisa, who is one of the top goalkeepers here in Zimbabwe. It's a sign that they also mean business, and we want to see how they are going to be doing against the seasoned Highlanders team, who has got very few changes. I think there are two main players who left. Those are the only ones who can talk about, but they have almost the whole team they had last year. And
of course, I've got Terence Tinashe Malunga with us here. We've seen the pitch being part of a struggle, and here we did find. You look at this one; it's a bit muddy at this area as well. Will it affect players, and how much of an impact does the pitch play in terms of the flow of the game?
Well, look, Vale, I think you've just touched it. It's a pitch. It's where the football is being played. And obviously, one thing that you need coming in, especially when the season is just starting off, is to ensure that at least it's pristine. It has to be on point. And apparently, if you look around, this isn't anything to really be excited about. Even if you look right across there, you'd see it's not as flat as we ought or we should have seen in terms of the manicure. The manicure is not on point, and it's quite disappointing, especially considering that this is the first match in this pitch.
And of course, let's look at the two sides themselves. Highlanders relatively unchanged from last season as well, and these are the players that started, the last 3 games so far. Continuity, they're happy without new additions, though, with Andrew Mbeba taking the captain's armband.
Well deserved. Bemba, for now, I think he's the most experienced. He's the most experienced and quite very much. I mean, if you look at the youngsters, I've looked at the lineup, and for me, the lineup I'm quite impressed. It shows that there's a little bit of consistency in what they want to do. Though probably maybe the argument may be around the procurement, but looking at it, it's quite a solid team.
Indeed, let's get to hear from the fans that did manage to have a chat with and find out what their thoughts are.
Mwos yakasimba, Mwos yakatora mafana umwe vedu wakabva kunokungeza. Afana iwawo utachisikakatori nawo mastrikers atinawo. Saka Mwos ndikutatira kuti inofana kuita 1-0 kana kuti 2-1 painini.
Hayi, chituma sapota imwe. Tinokuti sapota team setimu yakapindawo wePremier. Tungotsarika chete toenda kunosapota timu imwe chete. Vakushandisa kuti Brazil. Kukurudzira kuti vanofana kuwina.
Hayi, vasafuna kuti vafakatedisha. But hayi ukuthi bona vengazi Highlanders. Hayi. Vazaedla phambili lapha.
Mwos ndikuona ine mafuta akati wadei. Asi pamaonera hangu neposition yangu yandikubva game ranhasi. Game ranhasi must.
Mwos ine power, Mwos inogona kuti 1-0. Kuona kuti 1-0. Was an excitement in the I want to silence the
thoughts of the fans, quite enthusiastic and hoping that their teams win. And of course, let's get to hear from the coaches themselves as well what their thoughts are and their expectations in this game.
We've done enough in terms of preparation, and probably whatever we're doing behind the scenes will be revealed. Whatever we did will be revealed today and going forward. I'm happy with what is there, and maybe for a start we only have Gift Saunyama and Livingston Gent. We have Cloud Mapoka, who are out through injuries, out for this game. But otherwise we have a good team to do the job for us today.
beginning of 2025, I think that resumed on Friday. Quite some exciting results as well. We saw even the teams that have been promoted also showing that they are here to stay. And today we are also one of the teams that is facing a team that got promoted. It's never easy when you are playing such teams. I think they have got the zeal, they have got the motivation, they have got nothing to lose, but we come as Highlanders. In terms of our preparations, we didn't do much in terms of our preparation. We struggled to find training grounds. We struggled also to play in our friendly games before the season started. But I think we are ready. We cannot change anything, but I'm sure we must be ready, and hopefully from the first games that we'll be playing, we'll be able to pick up our momentum from there and begin to work on our fitness and our conditioning as well.
Indeed, there you have it. The thoughts from the coaches themselves, and Peggy, looking at how they want to play this one. We know how Kevin Kaindu likes to play and what he's hoping for, and of course for the good of the game. Your analysis into that and the expectation, more quite beyond, but it is borrowed territory that they find themselves in.
Yes, I'm sure for Highlanders, definitely. They want to come here and collect the points, and I'll give it to Highlanders 1-0.
Give it to Highlanders. Terry, it's always a different game. They're new boys, but the franchise, they're into the league, their dream, and this is an opportunity for them to show what they can have and how they're going to exert themselves. Your expectation on how Mwos can, make sure they start well to stay up and maybe go for the title, who knows?
Well, the title is a bit far-fetched, I would think. But I mean, well, I'm tipping them that they will survive. I think Mwos themselves have got a good team, a little bit of experience in it, and getting into this probably is bold. But we knew that they had it. And we saw them playing last season, and obviously, if they can keep it up the way they were playing last season, they'll really be a scare, and definitely ensure that at least by this time around, they should be able to survive. And well, I'm tipping them they should give Highlanders a good run for their money.
And of course, let me make sure you put your head on the block. Your prediction going into this one, Highlanders, we know how they finished last season and what they hope for.
Yeah, well, I'm a draw at most. A draw for me.
So they have it 1-0 and a draw as the players walk in. Let's hope you enjoy as we hand over to Stanley Katande for that is the match this afternoon. And of course, this shall be our match commentator together with the analyst William Tigo Shinola there. And those are the expectations. That's what we expect. And it's over to Stanley Katande for commentary.
Welcome to Baobab Stadium, a wonderful afternoon for football, and of course the fans have turned out in their numbers here at the Baobab Stadium. It's Mwos, otherwise it's Mwos World of Sport, aptly named Mwos of Norton. They are using Baobab Stadium as their temporary home while they construct their own home in Norton. Highlanders are the visitors, and today they are in all black and stripes of white. And of course, they have played like this so many times before. And they are definitely still looking very threatening with the number of players still around. It's only the loss of Peter Mdua and Lionel Chikua, who I think could be the biggest losses to Highlanders. Mwos, of course, are new boys coming in after managing to get a franchise from one of the teams that qualified but couldn't afford the life in the Premiership. They've also recruited players like Martin Mapisa, and of course former Zimbabwe. Well, he is still a Zimbabwe international, and he certainly represents a big name in the new boys. Can they make it happen here at home? That is Mwos. Your guess is as good as mine, and maybe we can hear from my match analyst this afternoon, that's William Tingwa. Willie, the chances of Mwos upstaging the Epocat here against Highlanders?
Yeah, certainly if you look at Highlanders, they've been poor travelers over the seasons, but they are very, very unpredictable side which can turn on at any time with Kevin Kaindu. And if you have a look at the squad they're fielding today, it's full of youngsters there. I think the seasoned players may be Brighton Ngube, the striker, but the likes of Makino Mshore, Mason Mshore, They are very youngsters. There's Prince Ngovu, a player who needs to be watched out for, 17-year-old. Whoever is there, Velo Koza, Talented Dube, Rafa PTC, with the veteran Arios Band have been relegated to the bench. But Mwos, under Lloyd Mtasa, they've been doing well in Division 1, and they're very unfortunate not to have an automatic qualification.
Yes, indeed. And if a team can afford to have a player like Arios Banda on the bench, it's a clear sign that the young man, Rafael PTC, is a capable replacement for the veteran goalkeeper. I remember seeing him start his career in 2006 at Rufaro Stadium alongside the likes of Kama Beliat, Munolo Jimsona, as well as Zukamanja. That Zimbabwean team was very strong indeed. They were playing in a schools tournament in Harare at Rufaro Stadium, and he's still around, including Kama Beliat. And I also left Lincoln Jasia. He was part of that cast, and certainly it just shows that these players have managed to look after themselves to come this far. And Mwos, well, we have to learn, and we have to wait and find out what they can do, because they managed to do it in Division 1, but this is now one stage up, and they have to be at their best to withstand the pressure that's expected to come from Highlanders. And just looking quickly through the match officials who will be doing duty today for us. Edgar Rumeki in the middle of the park with Lakson Mara, and alongside Grace Gimo. Nelson Kusosa is the match official. Of course, to those of you who have who know the story from yesteryear, it's Nelson Kusosa was a top-class referee, and he is now a match commissioner. And he certainly was one of the top-class acts like Felix Tangorima, as well as Wilfred Mkuna and Anthony Manduanza, the boss. Yes, those are the men that you liken Nelson Kusosa to. And I can see the two coaches just exchanging pleasantries. Lloyd Mutasa Samaita, former Tanganda and Timbare player, and Kelvin Kaindu, the Zambian. He certainly illuminated the scene while turning out for his beloved Zambia. That's Kelvin Kaindu. It's not the first time that he has been in Zimbabwe, Willie. This is like his second stint. He even played for Highlanders. As we get underway here with Highlanders playing from left to right, and Mwos playing from right to left as the ball is played through, but the first touch from Mwos plays the ball into touch. That, of course, wasn't very clever from Tinotenda Mkambizi. He could have done a lot better to keep the ball in play. Here they come now, Mwos on the far side, and they're trying to keep it on the ground. It's going to be a bit difficult given the fact that this turf is very heavy, and Highlanders managed to clear the danger that was being posed by Mwos here. Velo Koza plays the ball forward, then this one runs into touch. Throwing to Mwos World of Sport. The long one onto the far side, and push from behind on the youngster. That's Salif Chena. Salif Chea, rather. And he's going to be taking the free kick. But I think he has decided against it. Moves into the center. Waits for the ball to come. A free kick in a very promising position for the new boys. How will they execute this one? Two players are behind it. Here it comes now. Overcooked. Oh dear. That was poorly taken. I wonder if Lloyd Mtasa will express happiness with that sort of set piece. I think they should have done a lot better there, Willie.
Exactly, Stanley. I was expecting a right footer to take that one. It was going to be an in-swinger so that you can have strikers going to hit the ball. But they were trying to go for goal, but his execution was very, very poor, and he ballooned it over the bar. Maybe if it was rugby, that was a good 3 points for Mwos.
Oh yes, indeed. As Highlanders come through now. Good control being displayed here by Prince Ovu. Wide to the far side, finding Velo Koza. Danger here for Mwos inside the area. The shot comes in, and is taken by the goalkeeper Martin Mapisa. trying to tell Highlanders that, look, they have to do a lot better to beat him. The header was played, and Martin Pavisa decided to chest it before collecting it under challenge from a Highlanders player.
Exactly, that was some bit of skill, and Martin Pavisa, a veteran goalkeeper, played in Spain, and is also a Warriors player, and certainly knowing that the national team coach Michael Nees is here and is watching, so he needs to impress the national coach so that he can retain his place in that squad. Remember, there's some qualifiers, World Cup qualifiers coming up in March when we play Benin.
Oh yes indeed, Mr. Michael Nees is here. It's a good thing to see the national team coach attending the matches so that it will enhance his selection process. A throw in awarded to Highlanders on the near side here after Zambezi allowed the ball to roll out of play. Throw is taken. Again it comes back to Velo. Inwards and picked up now by Mwos, pumping the ball forward. Good header by the Highlanders skipper. Another aimless ball forward, and that was a clear push on a Highlanders player by Notenda Mchambizi. Free kick will come from Rafael Pitisi. Pitisi now to take it. It's a long one into enemy zone. More struggle to clear, but finally they come out with it. Ball is picked up, and referee says play on. For a moment I thought he was going to blow. This one is taken all the way back to the goalkeeper. That's Martin Mapisa, who plays it short. Long ball into enemy zone. That header from Talent Dube, but then picked up in the middle of the park. Marvin Zuka. Again, balls are still coming. Good looking cross inside the area. Nobody home. Highlanders can't clear. Prince Dube. Good sliding tackle, playing the ball into touch. And a throw in to Chilamoya Iboso. I must say, at the moment, the biggest club in the country with the biggest following. Understand they were averaging 25 to 30,000 spectators last season. And today I think this fixture must have come a bit too soon for their faithfuls based in Harare, but I can tell you there is a sizable crowd across the field. Long one again, here they come. Mwos managed to clear. Prince Dube is picked up again. The referee spotted infringement. That is Ed Garumeki. This one played wide to the far side by Mwos. We're drifting towards the center line. Plays this one across field, but young Dube desperately clears, and PTC collects. Another long one. Headed on. Mwos should collect with their big defender, Tafadzwa Nyabunde. Plays it to the goalkeeper, Mapisa. Nyabunde collects. They inch forward. Let's see if they can find something out of this encounter. Mwos, this is something very new to them. Their first day in the Premier League. They take on the giants of Zimbabwe in Highlanders. Here's a good looking pass onto the far side. That one has gone out of play. That's well, it ended up into the back of the net, and some of the fans on the near side thought that was a goal. But unfortunately, the cross came after the ball had gone out of play, Willie.
Exactly, the linesman's flag was already up. That is why you could see that the Highlanders defense remained static, including the goalkeeper. And some of the fans, they were already in the air thinking that it was a goal, not knowing that the flag was up and the referee had already blown.
Yes, indeed, the referee already blown. As you can see across the field, referee Rumeki indicating where the ball should go after that foul. The jubilant crowd here of Mwos, they made the short trip from Norton. They are here in support of their team as Kelvin Kaindu bellows instructions from the near touchline. Can they make it count? Mwos, they wait and wait for the cross to come from Nigel Martina. Here's Nigel Martina with a long in the middle of, in defense rather. The Highlanders now under pressure. Ball picked up. Looking dangerous here for Highlanders, but finally they clear. In the end, it's a free kick to Highlanders, who were trying to go forward, as we see part of the VIP officials enjoying themselves this afternoon. Bubble there. Thought for a moment the ref would blow, but no, he says let's go. Ball played through all the way to the near side here. Good pass, Mube. Again, Highlanders still trying to make their way through. This is Mason Mshore playing alongside his elder brother Melika. That's McKinnon Mshore. They both play for Chilamoya. That's the youngster Mason. You can see that he still has a baby face. The Highlanders will have to defend this one once again. They try to come through. Marvin Zuka way on the far side as pressure comes in. This is Salif Kenya, picked up by Highlander. A lovely turn, but he's given away possession in a position of some danger. Mwos are coming through. Another chop. Good cross inside the area. The header. And this one goes away. Wow. The youngsters they have sent these fans into a frenzy. But yes, Mwos youngsters are trying to give Highlanders as much as they are getting. Look at that. Turns in field. The cross comes in. An outfoot. But the header, he managed to jump very high.
And that was Tafatwa George with that header. It just select direction, but in terms of going up in the air, you are so good. And Innocent Zambezi committing a foul, free kick to Highlanders.
Yes, and I can tell you that it's Mwos that are threatening here at Rufaro Stadium. You would have expected Highlanders to have set the house on fire already. But the new boys are showing no fear of their more illustrious opponents. They pick up possession with Nyabunde. Zambezi will guide it backwards. And the return pass, not a good one from Martin Mapisa, as this one sails out of play, aiming it for Innocent Zambezi. And the ref has got the flag up. Now the throw can be taken. This is Mvelo Koza. Highlanders now playing it through, and for a moment I thought he would play to the near side where MADZINZA was waiting, but he decided against it. Now Mwos can drift forward slowly into the middle of the park. They turn. Once again, this is the new boys. There you can see there the governor of Marsh West, Comrade Chombo, is with us this afternoon, enjoying football. It's good to see when top officials come through, because you know that whenever issues are discussed pertaining to sport, we do have representatives, don't we?
Exactly, especially in terms of infrastructure development. You can see we are talking before, there's Highlanders supporters there in your picture there. So we are talking about the state of the pitch not being maintained to its usual standards.
Well, I think that will be a management issue. They must get down to work. We can tell them that, look, I don't think this turf is well manicured. And this is an issue that only takes maybe a week or two, and then they should get it right. A free kick in a position of some danger for Highlanders. The Mwos have got a four-man committee behind it. There certainly is going to prove a bit of a problem for Highlanders. 0-0 the scoreline if you're joining us for the first time. There's Kelvin Kaindu looking up very uncomfortable because of the position of that free kick. He knows that Mwos have been throwing in dangerous crosses into the box. Can they do it once again? And possibly this time. Third time lucky. Here it comes. Off the wall. Still commotion inside the area. And this one straight to the goalkeeper, Raphael Peterson, who now waits and waits, but being confronted by Chair. And he rolls it to the far side. That is the Highlanders goalkeeper. And those are high-risk maneuvers. Mwos managed to clear. Beva clears the danger. Picked up in the middle of the park. Nyabunde. As Mwos turning well, finding support on the near side. Zambezi, who has had lots of Premier League experience at Cape United, but is finally taken away by Velo. That's Koza. Now they're going forward. A sliding tackle takes it away, and the ref blows his whistle to give a free kick to Highlanders because of that crude tackle. Well, if you wondered what Mwos means, you must have seen it there. Mwos World of Sport. The chance now for Mwos here, but the near side assistant flag was up for offside. Free kick to come as Mapisa prepares to dispatch this one. Here comes Mapisa now. Mapisa plays it to the near side, looking for the middle of the park. Tafazwa George, was it? Now it's picked up on the far side. Here come Mwos. Good check in field. They're showing some good skills, these youngsters. They're not showing any form of respect. And my namesake Katsande couldn't get there. And this one goes out of play for a throw-in, which will be taken by Highlanders. And this one will be taken by Talent Dube. Quickly taken. It comes into the center for Mason Mshore, the elder brother. Mwos have taken possession once again into the middle of the park. Good turn away from a very confident looking youngster, Martina. Yabunde heads it away. And according to the ref, he has seen an infringement. Handball, according to his indication. That's Edgar Rumeki. The man in the middle is Raphael Pitisi, prepares to dispatch this set piece. It's a long way away from his opposite penalty box. Ball picked up now, but Mwos have taken it away very quickly. Highlanders losing possession. Chipili Mbeva in attendance. He comes in, but a good turn. Martina, danger for Highlanders. And Mwos still pushing and pushing. And the shot goes over the bar. No problem for the goalkeeper, but I can tell you, Willie, that Mwos have clearly indicated their intentions. They want to win this match.
Exactly, especially after the arch rivals in Division 1, Scotland managed to grab a win over Triangle on Friday. And remember, these teams, they have been arch rivals from their days in Division 1, and they would want to remain behind, so they would like to correct all their points. And remember, they are playing their home matches away from home because the Ngoni Stadium in Norton is still under refurbishment, and they promise that by the end of March it will be ready for homologation.
Let's hope it passes that test and they'll be able to play in front of their home fans. They've got a sizable crowd here at Baobab Stadium, and you can imagine what it will be like playing at Ngoni Stadium. Here's the ball played through. Mwos thought the ref would have played advantage, but no, he decided against it. And Highlanders now take it away with Atranzovu. The return pass comes through as they go forward. This is McKinnon Mshore. Back in defense. This one plays across field to Prince Zovu. Now they've given away possession again. Dangerous cross will come in. It is finally picked up by Highlanders. Lovely 10, and they are trying to find support. And in the end, the goalkeeper is off his line, and a chance here for Highlanders. Surely he should play that inside the goal area. My goodness me, lack of confidence. I don't know what he was thinking of, but now Highlanders are still pushing and puffing. Marvin's Banda again stopped by Zambezi, but it doesn't go. A good job, and this one goes away. A glorious opportunity wasted by Highlanders, and these fans really must be very cross with the youngster,
including their coach Kevin Kaindo. He was on the bench. If you could see his reaction there, and that was Brighton Nube, a veteran striker. The moment he beat Martin Mapisa, David looked Stanley. Martin Mapisa was beaten clean. The moment he controlled that boy, should have just curled it into the empty net.
Exactly. That was the best thing to do, but he hesitated. Well, will they get another chance like that? And we hope that the incident will not affect the youngster. As Kasande plays the ball forward. Martina. Good looking cross, a lovely one, but offside according to the far side assistant referee. These fans don't believe it. They want to see a goal for Mwos. But of course, the opposite side, you have Highlanders who are also trying to get a goal here, as we see part of the crowd in the VIP stands. These, of course, from Mwos, who have made a short trip from Norton. PTC clears under pressure. It's picked up once again, but then losing the ball very quickly. Sliding tackle wins it there for Highlanders. That was Mason Mshore. Here they come with Dube talent. Lays it in field as they go forward now. This is McKinnon. The clearance is good. It will be picked up by Mwos on the far side. Mbeba, the captain, is in attendance. The cross has come in, comes off a defender. In the end, good looking shot, and this one goes wide. Yes, Mwos are pressing and pressing with 23 minutes gone. 0-0 the scoreline, Willie. I think Mwos have got a big say on the final result of this match.
Yes, they have the long end of the stick at the moment. Good efforts on towards goal, but what they're just missing is the target. But in terms of attacking intentions, it's very clear that they are looking for an early goal here to unsettle their more offensive opponents here.
Yes, as that cross comes in from my namesake, that's Katsande, who places this one over the bar. That's Lloyd Samaita Mtasa, who has been around for quite some time. Coach Timbare, Wawa, now it was, and of course, formerly played for Tanganda of Mutare, his hometown, now in charge of the Norton-based outfit.
He also coached Greenfield and promoted them into the Premier League, but he was sacked for poor results at Greenfield, and now he crossed over to Mwos, made them promoted to the Premier League, though via the checkbook.
Yes, Mutina. The cross comes in and taken straight to the goalkeeper. Kelvin Kaindu trying to communicate with his players. A lovely stuff here from Highlanders, who are coming. Brighton controls it, brings in a good-looking cross. One control, taking too long. It's time to shoot first time, boys. And this one scrambled away, finally out of play on the near side. I think Kelvin Kaindu must impress on his players. I can see he's trying to do so, but he must actually tell them in no uncertain terms that you shoot on sight and ask questions later.
Exactly, Stanley. You should give the goalkeeper some work to do from that range. That was inside the penalty box, and somebody is taking edges to make a decision where he should just take a crack at goal.
Yes, indeed, poor decision making from some of the youngsters. Highlanders could have easily scored twice. That's Mason Mshore, one of the youngsters in the Highlanders outfit. They've promoted a number of young players after losing some players to teams like Scotland. Here comes the shot, catching practice from Martin Mapisa, who now throws to the far side, finds Katsande, and the short ball is played through Murambiwa. Katsande again into the center, and Dube takes it away for Highlanders. Katsande. Now Mwos can clear with their captain, who plays a long ball to be retrieved by the opposite captain, Andrew Mbeva. The multi-ball system coming into effect as these fans continue to enjoy themselves, beating the drums and singing their voices hoarse. As Rafael PTC, the goalkeeper from Highlanders, prepares to dispatch this one. Played on the far side. Martina loses possession. Dube collects it. It's taken away again by Chilamoya. Brighton Dube momentarily losing it, but then gets it back as they come forward. Highlanders looking for more space, but they can't get it. Picked up by Tinotenda Mkambizi. Back to Martina, who plays a long ball forward. Weber misses it. Into the center here. Oh, here's a chance. And the shot goes out of play. These fans would have wanted to see that shot going into the nets, but not to be. Corner kick to Mwos. 0-0 is the scoreline here at the Baobab Stadium. I must say it's a sizable attendance. 3,000 to 4,000. I put it at that simply because both teams are playing away from home. Highlanders fans will have to travel close to 400 kilometers, and the Mwos maybe 80 as the shot comes in. Another good looking shot, and that goes wide. Yeah, these youngsters from Mwos are not respecting Highlanders as a big team at all. So Kelvin Kaindu must impress that on his players. And he knows that Samaita will be doing exactly the same thing as Rafael PTC prepares to dispatch the shot. The one thing that we haven't seen, Willie, is some meaningful shots on target. Most of the shots that went on target will have lost their sting through deflections, and the goalkeepers merely collected without any problems at all. No real threat on goal.
Exactly. None of the two goalkeepers has been really tested here. As you can see, it's only those tame and weak shots that are reaching their goal. And Mwos been threatening more but not finding the target. And Highlanders been hesitant inside the box when they have the chance to shoot.
Yes, indeed. A hesitant Highlanders outfit could have done themselves a favor getting a goal. Here they come once again. Highlanders. Ball picked up. Brighton Dube to his captain. Wide to the far side as they go forward now. Chilamwe turns in field. Nube will collect, but it's taken away quickly. Now Mwos can move forward. Malvin Mudzuka